Jon McMurry, senior, Ventura High School. Yeah, it was about, I think, 13 months ago. Dislocated my kneecap, tore my MCL, and partially tore my ACL, and broke lateral condyle of my femur, and that was just, it was tough. In a wheelchair for about 4 months and crutches for 5 or 6 more. The rehab's been tough. It's still pretty weak and painful, but yeah, when right before surgery and then shortly after surgery, everything was put into place, but the future was very uncertain, and if the bone didn't take, I would have to have surgery again, and I wouldn't have played in high school at least, maybe. I have the main incision that they did when they put the lateral condyle back and they screwed that back in, and then I have the 2 arthroscopic ones that they did like the blood control with, and then I have a scar up in here where they kept pumping blood to the bone to make it try to revascularize. Yeah, it looks a little weird when you actually look at it, but I'm happy with it. I mean, it could have been a lot worse, so the rehab and how everything turned out, I think I'd take it. Alright, put these in, and then you make sure it's set up on the knee right there. You put the back one, put the back strap on first. It's a little loose right now because I don't have the pads in. Here we go. Good. Yeah, it limits mobility for sure, but it's saved me a couple times. Early in the season, I had one of San Marcos High's big land on my knee actually, and that would have been the end of everything had I not had it on. So.
Famous.
McMurray's, first of all, a very good basketball player. He can come in and shoot it, he can rebound. He doesn't quite have the mobility he had before his knee injury, but he still can put the ball on the floor and get by most people. Has great basketball instinct. It's a bad memory because it was really as bad as I've seen in all my coaching years. We've had some bad ones here as far as in other sports, but it's got to be top 5 bad injuries of all time here at the high school. It was just a terrible knee injury. Ooh, the pain he was in, getting the emergency people here quickly. Assistant coach was holding what was left of his knee together. It was completely destroyed. Well, he had a lot of support. Our team pushed him around in the wheelchair, helped him with crutches, carried his books to class. Most of them have known Jon since elementary school, and he's a very unique personality, a very special person, and they enjoyed being with him, and they knew how good he was and what a good person he was, and they just wanted to get him on the court for his senior year. It adds a mental toughness, not only for him but for the rest of the team, because they've seen the length that he went through to get back on the court, the extra effort it took for him not to perform well, but just to perform at all. And in an odd way, it's actually helped our team work even harder.
Left.
Tell me tomorrow.
At first, when you think dislocated kneecap, it went through my mind maybe 3 months out, 4 months out. I wasn't really sure, I didn't know, but the more news I got, the worse it got, and it was depressing, frustrating, all of the above. So I knew a little bit about it, but I really didn't know much. I was a lot more optimistic than I guess I should have been coming into being injured because I didn't really know how severe it was. But I really know about it now. Oh, grueling. The cracking of my knee all the time, the pain where they screwed the bone back together, you could just feel it when you were pushing through, making you do the jump squats on the leg press and stuff. It was tough, but I mean, every time you put your head down and you think, do I want to be out there on the court when my teammates are doing well, or do I want to be watching like I did last year? And it put it in perspective for me.